You are in the rant wormhole where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by becoming one of those. This one is for Elusitary, who wants me to rant about keto. This is not a Ben Saint alt account, he assures me. Keto, for those who've never heard of it, is a diet that has been getting really popular lately, but I was aware of it from a little more than 5 years ago when one of my best friends, Donson, used it to lose 100 fucking pounds in like 6 months. So if anybody's never heard of it, keto is a diet that is about basically some crazy fucking science shit where you cause your body to change the way that it works, essentially, to burn. Well, I can't even really explain it exactly what it is, but basically, if you eat no carbs whatsoever, your body enters a state called ketosis, and it starts like burning fat mega fast. Because it ain't got no carbs to burn, I guess, so it burns fat in place of carbs. I don't really know exactly how it works, but it's a way that you can live and eat, and you still have to eat like you're more or less on a diet, but you are not allowed to eat any carbohydrates whatsoever, which basically means no fruit, no sugar, which means no bread, no noodle, no anything that has carbohydrates in it, you can't eat it. So basically it's a diet of nothing but meat and vegetables. And even then, you have to be careful because it's possible to eat too much protein or too much of this and that. Some vegetables have some carbs in them. It's an extremely limiting diet. But it is a way to burn a lot of fat very quickly if you are, doing this diet with any kind of exercise routine. And I've seen it work some wonders for people. But let me tell you, it is a very difficult diet, and it is not an enjoyable experience. It's become sort of a fad because, again, you can burn fat quickly, but it's not necessarily the healthiest way to do it. I mean, if the sound of a diet where you eat meat almost exclusively doesn't sound healthy to you, you might have your head on straight there. But it's not really meant to be something you do long term. It's meant to be something that you can do for a few months, maybe 6 months, burn a lot of weight, and then, get onto a healthier routine from that point forward from whatever you had before you were on keto. So I've seen Ben, for instance, has been on keto forever. I think in his case, given his eating habits, it's almost like the way Ben eats, like, as it is, was already so healthy and so limited that I don't think going on keto made a huge difference for him. So if you're in a position like that, maybe it'll work for you. But, like, trying to actually enter ketosis, like, basically you can't eat any carbs or else you will disrupt the diet and you'll have to restart. And a lot of people get, like, sick when they first start the diet. It's hard to adjust your body to keto. It changes the way you feel in general, though a lot of people feel better on it. Some people feel very terrible all the time. Most importantly, you're going to get cravings for food that you're used to being able to eat that has carbs in it. Especially, I imagine it would make your brain feel funny because you kind of like need carbs for your brain and shit. So I don't know how that works. But yeah, I mean, it's just like anything else. You should know what you're doing if you're getting yourself into it. Make sure you do it right. You definitely should have a very strict mindset. Don't get into it thinking this will be a quick and easy way to lose weight. It may be quick, but it's going to be one of the hardest diets to do because it is so limiting. And however much you might love meat, you don't realize how much shit has carbs in it. Like, when my friend Donson went on this diet, he basically ate nothing but chicken in lettuce wraps for, the better part of a year. But it certainly works for the people I've seen do it. So if you, I don't think it's something you should do long term. The health effects of it have not been fully studied. recently Ben Saint got a what was it, a gallstone? I don't know if that's resulted from it. Like, it could be any number of things, with his lifestyle. It could be the constant energy drinks.
All the 0 cal Red Bull.
Yeah, all the monsters. The constant monster energies. So, it's doable, but it's difficult. But if you are dramatically overweight and, like, diet and exercise is like, for someone like me who's maybe like 10, 20 pounds overweight, keto is ridiculous. Like, it'd be way overkill to put myself through that level of, like, physical and mental trauma just to burn 10 or 20 pounds over the course of a couple months, which I could just as easily do by just not eating so much and, getting more physical activity. But if you're like 100 pounds overweight and you feel like it's gonna take so long to get through all that, it's like, if you're gonna train yourself to have the self-discipline to burn the weight off, you might as well go for some really hardcore discipline, I guess, and go all the way in and, take care of it. But I will warn you that, I've seen bounce back. When Dansan lost all that weight, he basically realized how much extra skin he was left with and how much he wanted to be able to eat certain things, and rebounded like probably 50 pounds of that 100, if not more. I haven't seen him in a while. But, so you got to be careful if you do this diet, that when you come out of it, you are ready to not go back to whatever you were doing before, but to live healthy from that point forward.